Hi everybody, it's Marcus. Happy New Year's Eve talk 2017, going on to 2018. It marks the 1 year anniversary of Happy Talks. It started on the first week, like Christmas Eve was the first night that I sat down, and then New Year's Eve was the second night. And then the official number one was, week number one, first Friday of the year. But we are right now in the at New Year's Eve, and this is when it started. So I'm going to do a longer talk and not just stick to one topic, I think, but move around a little bit. And I just want to say hi. I want to say thank you and hi. Thank you to everybody who's watching this, with encouraging words, encouraging comments. It's been a marvelous year, fantastic year. Lots of interesting things have been going on, both spiritually on the inside and physically on the outside. Last year I was sitting in my office in Sweden, in southern Sweden, and this year I'm in Mammoth Lakes, California, which is my spiritual birthplace, home place. It's not where I was born. I was born in Sweden, but it's my spiritual home. A lot of good things are happening. But today, one thing I would like to talk about is the big nothing, which we can call the silence, which is the silence within, which is what we all, I believe that that's what we're all looking for. I think that's where the origins of happiness are, or is. Origins should be are. So the origins of happiness, I believe, lives in the big nothing. The big nothing we can also call the stillness of the mind, absolute silence, absolute quietude. But the big nothing is a pretty accurate description of, it's like when you find that spot inside of complete and utter stillness. So, and for me it happened after I'd gone through a very, very harsh breakup, and I was listening to some spiritual tapes, or actually clips on YouTube, and this one spiritual teacher was showing how to use these little Tibetan bells. There's a better word for it, but right now that's escaping me. But these little Tibetan bells, and you listen for the sound as it fills up your whole attention. If your full focus is on the sound, and as the sound dissipates, you keep focusing. And suddenly I was pulled into that big nothing, where absolute stillness and absolute peace was. And that's what I wish for all of us. I wish for you to find it, and I wish for me to stay with it. Because that experience opened up this realm of stillness, this realm of that I hadn't accessed before, where there were no thoughts and there was absolute stillness. Now that, as I kept meditating after that, it was easier to find it because I knew where to go with it. Before that, I had never really experienced it. And now it's been close to 8 years since it happened, and my meditation practice have gotten deeper, stronger. I sit in the full lotus nowadays. Didn't do that at all from the beginning. It was very, very tough. And do not overdo that one, because you can hurt yourself. But as my body got more limber, it was easier to get closer to it, and after a long time, I ended up being able to sit in a full lotus. And I didn't know this, but it does stuff for your chakras, for your energy centers on the inside. It really does open up things, and it centers you and focuses you in a way that I never had experienced before and didn't really know was possible. So I would like to encourage all of us to look at life, always look at life from the bright side, right? The Monty Python song. Because when we get clouded, when our minds start working and we start thinking negative thoughts, we start getting sucked into that, oh my God, this is not going to work out. I'm never going to get there. This is not going to happen. Every time we go there, it's like we're creating, almost like a mantra for ourselves. We're creating more of that suffering. Because we have programming in here. I have it, you have it, everybody has it. And most of that programming comes out of childhood. It comes from when we were very small. And that's why it's also very difficult to sometimes change it. That's also why meditation opens up that space inside where we're able to start letting go of things that we previously could not let go of. It's still not easy, at least not for me. There are still times when I get sucked into this brain and this programming, which can be a difficult task to get past. But that's also the challenge. That is also the charm of growing spiritually. And personally, I'd like to encourage all of us, you and me, to keep on growing spiritually. Because that is where that solution for absolute happiness is. Because it's real, it's not made up. And maybe it's been misinterpreted over the years. Maybe it's been, misguided over the years. But it is pure happiness we are seeking. And we might be seeking it through drinking too much, working too much, drugging too much. I mean, whatever it is we're doing too much of, we might be seeking that happiness in that place. But we're still seeking that happiness. And I would like I said, encourage us all to seek through spiritual means. Because as you enter that big nothing, you realize that the yin and yang, the symbol of yin and yang, which is absolute balance between dark and light, between the male and the female, between these different energies, it's absolute balance. And in absolute stillness, which is the big nothing, there is absolute balance. And absolute balance is also absolute peace. We're looking for that peace. It's the peace beyond words. It's a peace beyond concepts. It's the mighty I am. It's the connection into the deeper place in yourself. And as we go into New Year's, we go into this this changing times, right? So we're letting go of the past and we're going into a new year. The sun is going to start coming up earlier and staying up later, and new life is entering our world in the spring. With that, letting go of the past is a question that I used to have a lot. How do I let go of the past? So how do you let go of the past? You just let it go. You have it here like a piece of hot coal, like Eckhart Tolle talks about. You have a piece of hot coal and you let it go. It's the past. It doesn't serve you or me anymore. And it doesn't really serve anything to hold on to it, because we create more of the same results that we usually don't want by holding on to the past. So that's another reason for entering the big nothing, to go into silence, is to be able to zero out or zero in on now, this moment, nowhere else, this moment. In that moment, in that big nothing, you find what we call love. And you come from that place of love. It increases our understanding, our tolerance, our patience, our generosity, and our love for each other. These are action words for love. Patience, tolerance, understanding, compassion. So that's it for this New Year's. You're beautiful from the inside and out. Let's all grow from inside to out. That is where our solution lies. Lots of love to everybody. Thank you for this year. Now we're storming into the next year. 2018, here we go. Have fun, stay safe, stay sane. Happy New Year.